Welcome back, folks. Here we are once again. We are live streaming. Gosh, it's been a weekend for it so far. And you know what? Now it's very late, well, in the afternoon here in Australia, which means it must be getting very, very late in the US. A big hello if you're watching along live, and of course a big hello to you if you're watching on the YouTube channel. I think it's about 12:40 a.m. Pacific and about 3:40 a.m. Eastern. So if anyone is up and around now, then you are either plain silly or hardy souls, or a bit of both, something like that. But anyway, of course, I love me some Heroes of the Storm, and I thought, you know what, I'm just going to have a quick couple of rounds before I go away and have my dinner tonight, and then we'll be back much later my time, which will be nice and early morning for the US, and we're going to crank up the streams again, and we'll play something that you guys can play along with me. I figure that not a lot of you folk are going to be online in Heroes of the Storm. You can see there that none of my friends are on because it's crazy time for the US. But tomorrow morning US time, we'll play some Diablo 3. And I really can't wait to do that, because we can cycle in and out party members with every one of the acts that we do in adventure mode. So in other words, you get about 10 or 15 minutes play, we cycle around the party and start again. So if you own Diablo 3, we'll absolutely be doing that in the morning. And then after that, we will be, so I guess it'll be sort of US afternoon time, or what we'll be doing is the StarCraft 2 Iron Chef. And Iron Chef, of course, is the big 8-way crazy play, and I can't wait to do that because that is so much fun, seriously. So once again, you don't need to own StarCraft 2 for that. You can go get it for free and download it as part of the arcade service there in StarCraft 2. But enough about that. It's time for some Heroes of the Storm, and I've been playing around with all the heroes at the moment because, as you can see here, they are all unlocked at the moment because the technical alpha is coming to an end. Hello there, Seeker. Hello. Break out the sick bags. Seek is back. Hi, Seek. Or should that be hide and seek? Ah, so it's my weird sense of humor there. I'm not a huge Moba fan either. We were talking to Mini Ninja just before, who kicked my butt at Hearthstone after only learning how to play it mere hours before. So I'm kind of a bit wounded pride there about that one. But anyway, we'll move along from that and take it as a learning experience. We were talking about MOBAs, and she said, you know, she's not a huge MOBA player. Neither am I. I tried to get into League of Legends. I like the concept. I like the idea. Hate the community. That's about it. I can't get any more blunt than that. With the hello, Ari. What are you still doing up? Arietti Clock. You know what? Ari is going to blame me for being grumpy tomorrow. That's what I think is going to happen. She's going to be grumpy, and she's going to have a headache, and she's going to sleep in, and she's going to say it's all Sambo's fault. That's what I think is going to happen. So, yeah. MOBAs are generally awful when it comes to community. Dota is the same, or Dota 2. Heroes of New Earth is even worse. A couple that I am trying out on the side, which I'll let you know how I'm going, is Smite. I'm really interested in Smite because it's kind of a first-person one. There we go, Ari's being cheeky. She's giving me the cheeky face. Smite seems kind of cool, so I want to give that a go. Also, there's another one that begins with S that I keep... Oh, Strife, I think it is, that I keep getting beta invites to. So I'm going to give that one a go. But my all-time favourite so far is this one. And the reason that I love this one mainly is because there are no items. There is absolutely no item menu. You don't have to worry about buying the right or wrong item at the shop. And by the way, there's a pink stitches. Does it get any more stupid than that? Seriously, that's crazy. So yeah, you don't have to do that stupid item management, and you don't get people saying, oh, no, you've bought the wrong one, blah blah blah. I hate that. I absolutely hate it with a passion. So in this game, there's just simply no items. You don't have to worry about an inventory. What happens instead, and by the way, there's one of my favorite skins. Look at that. It is awesome. In fact, hang on, let me take you to the shop so we can see these in their full glory. These are amazing. Where are we? Where's my roller derby Nova? Because she's one of my favorites. Seriously love it. Nova, there we go. Nova. This gives us a much better view, and we can spin them around. Nova here. There we go. Check this out. If we go to skins here, look at this. How cool is that? It's even got pigtails with a little butterfly in it. And Ari is saying, yep, I'll wake up tomorrow and think this is all Sambo's fault. See, I told you should say that. Look at the rollerblades even. They got little like candy rollerblades here, and you can have different colors. Look at that. Bright yellow and blue, or we can have green, purple, and black. That is just awesome. I love all of these skins. And of course, this is the sort of stuff that I will happily buy. This is what I'll happily spend money on. But this is the only thing in the game that you can spend money on, is heroes and skins. And I like that. And thank you, Blizzard, for doing that. And if we have a look at some of these are more crazy than others. Again, here's the Hunter, and these color skin variations here, they unlock automatically just by playing. The Master unlocks when you hit level 10, and that looks freaking awesome. Look at the wings there, the wings on the crossbow, wings on her back, and you can have different colors as well. Seeker is saying, the thing I don't like about Moba is click to move. It doesn't suit my gameplay style. I'll talk to that in a minute actually, because I was exactly the same as you. I'll get onto that in a minute, but I love this. Look at this, Vampire Slayer Valor. How cool is that? Seriously, Vampire Slayer, and especially this black dark one here. I don't know if it's coming across in the stream, because like I said, I am in Australia and my stream quality is always going to be a bit crappy. I'm sorry about that until I move. Firestart, hello to you. Let's say hi fire, hi fire. High five, high fire, there we go, and hi Sluzzer as well. Big hello to you too. Thank you very much for coming along. Sluzzer, you play too much MMOs. There we go. That's a good point actually, that's what I was going to talk about in a minute. Sambo, you're the reason I purchased Final Fantasy 14. Brilliant Let's Plays. Well, thank you very much. I'm really glad that you enjoy them. And thank you for your support. And by the way, the thing that makes the Final Fantasy Let's Play so good, really, it's not me. I'd love to take credit, but it's not me. It's the community. The community is what this is all about. And that's why I love this game, because it doesn't have a toxic community. Well, not yet anyway. And we can look at this, Illidan. Bright orange Illidan. How cool is that? Seriously, I'm throwing money at the screen and nothing is happening. This is so amazing. I just love these.
What's the story?
And this, I really want, I own this character. I bought this character, but I want to buy these skins. Look at that. I mean, I'm not American, but that's just so over the top and stupid. I must have it. I must have that skin. And in fact, I think there's another one here. In fact, we can change the colors of this as well. Make it a little more subtle. Yeah, so they look a little bit different. And then there's actually Jimmy Rayner as he walks around in the Hyperion as well. So that's cool. So if you're a fan of Blizzard games, and I am, I'm a self-confessed Blizzard fanatic. I just love all of the games. I think they're a fantastic company, and they have games to suit all styles, age groups, you name it. There's Toronda Whisperwind. Hello there. Now, how am I going to say your name? I'm just going to go Ylis. I hope I said it right. Hi, Ylis. So let me know in the chat if I have said that correctly, and I do apologize if I mispronounced it. So there we go. Arietti is saying, what are you talking about, Sambo? We enjoy watching your potential deaths. Oh, I said, well, I'm glad to be of service, Arietti. Glad to be of service. Oh, Ulysses is in bed sick at the moment. Hey, that's no good. That's no good. I hope it's nothing too serious. By the way, I love that. Look at that. It's a blood elf Toronde. I mean, how crazy is that? Because they're, of course, opposite factions in World of Warcraft, but it looks so good. It looks so good. Different colours here. In fact, I kind of like the blue and black one there. That's really neat. But, of course, the red is the traditional blood elf colours there, which is really cool. And Ari is saying she's been crazy busy because she's had a portfolio review. Really, Yelissa is saying I've got over the worst of it, so all good. I'm pleased to hear that. You know what? Look at this. This is the great thing about our community. Everyone in the chat room there is saying get well. Yelissa, that's why I love you guys. That's why I love interacting with you guys. It's why what this is all about is the community. It's not about any one person. And of course, we've got wonderful people like Katella and Merrick and Pico Man, who are all going above and beyond to do things for the community. But it is the community itself, of course, that makes what we do so special. Look at this one. This is Pajamatha Abatha. It's got little choo-choo trains on it and everything. It's just so stupid and ridiculous. But the way...
Beaut, ain't she?
She is a beaut.
Well, hello.
The way this works, instead of having items in an inventory, is that you get... And so, for example, let's see. Hello. Happy to meet you, my ass. You're the worst thing ever when you get on the field. You are so mean and nasty. Look at that little Murloc. You can throw around this little fishy there. Oh, it's cute. The way it works, folks, is you have these. You have these talents. So during the match, and only during the match, it's not permanent. When you hit level 1, you get to choose between a bunch of talents that you want to use for your build for that particular match. So In other words, every time you play, you can experiment. Now, if you're wondering why these two are unlocked, it's because I haven't played through on this character enough to unlock the advanced talents. So instead, I've only got a choice of 2. Now, if we go to a character that I have unlocked, so for example, this one, Lily. Hello, Lily. And you can see here now, when I hit level 1, I've got a choice of 4. All 4 have opened up because I've got her to level, I can't remember, level 3 or level 5 or something like that. So there's progression in this. Once I hit level 4 in the game, okay, so this is in the game, not as a hero, but this is level 4 in the match itself. I then get to choose from another 4 talents, and so on and so on, as the team levels to level 7. And this is why this game is much better, in my opinion, than LoL, because you're not individually leveling your character in game. The team is leveling. So let me rephrase this. Once the team hits level 1, you get to choose from one of these abilities or talents. Once the team hits level 4 in the game, and only for this game, you get to choose from one of these. So every single game you play, you can experiment with different builds. You don't have to commit to them. And I love it. I absolutely love it. Oh my god, can you slap people with that fish, says Arietti. That would be amazing. That would be so cool. Oh my god, that would be so cool. But you can't. No, I don't think you can. Although I'm going to, you know what, I'm going to go straight to the forums after this and type that in, because that is a brilliant idea. Seekar is saying, your gaming community is so fantastic, Sambo, that I'm looking into changing servers. Thank you, Seekar. Do you know what? I can honestly, genuinely tell you from the bottom of my heart, it is worth changing servers. In fact, even if it costs you money, it is worth changing servers. I can't speak highly enough of our incredible community. We've got thousands and thousands of members, and they're all amazing, seriously. So anyway, I hope I'm explaining this for you. Let me just say that these are all temporary as the team level to these levels in the game to a cap of 20. So it means every time you play the game, you can try a different build. And you know what? You'll settle on one that you like. And now, for example, every time I choose the Mass Vortex, every time the team hits 4, I choose Lingering Blight. I know exactly what my build is off by heart. Now, that's a difference between me. See, this is me now, SamboNZ. I am level 14. And I am leveling me up. Me as Sambo. Not my characters, not the game, me. And you can see here below me, I'm level 14, but below me are all the characters that I've been playing and their various levels. So they level up outside of the game as they earn XP. So can you see it's this 3-pronged approach to leveling, and every time you level up a character they get one of these rewards. So for example, when Malfurion here gets to level 8, I'm going to unlock a skin variation. It is brilliant. I love it. When Reyna gets to level 6, it's going to unlock a hero portrait and a mount, and so on and so on and so on. Early on, sometimes you unlock gold, etc, etc. Then, me as a player, to progress, what I do is these rewards here. When I hit level 15 as a player, I unlock an extra free hero. I get bonus gold. If I do daily quests, like for example, win 3 games in any mode, I get gold. If I play 3 games as an assassin, I get gold, etc, etc. And these are daily quests. This is how you earn gold in order to spend it in the shop. So if we go back to the shop, you can see that most of these things here, so if we find someone, hello there Kerrigan from StarCraft 2, I can either buy her for 7,000 gold, or I can buy her for real life money. And it doesn't take long to grind that out. Now, what we were talking about before are the talents. So these are as the team levels up, and you're about to see it as we play a match in just 1 minute. But what we also have is every single character has, just like every other MOBA, a Q, a W, and an E, which are these, Q, W, E, they're the basic abilities. We've got a heroic ability, which is R, and they're the super duper abilities on a long cooldown, and then every single character has a trait, which is basically a passive. So, you always have these basic attacks, the talents generally augment them, and that's what changes every single time you play. It's really cool. By the way, she's got some amazing skins. Okay, so I love Kerrigan. It's not easy being green. No, it's not easy being queen. That's her master skin, but check this out. And I know this is one of Rusty's favorite ones. This is a cross between StarCraft and Warcraft. So this is the Succubus Kerrigan, and you can make her bright red. Look at that. Go destroy something. How amazing does that look? It's so, so cool. But anyway, as far as I am concerned, I have been playing a new character that I never would have played before, and it's because they've all opened up. They've all opened up, and if we go to the play mode here, and I go choose new characters, that's not me. We go change hero. This one here, the last player, the last character I thought I would ever play, which is a StarCraft 2. As you can see, it's a Zerg. And this thing here is really crazy because for a start, it doesn't have any mounts. It has its own mount, which is really cool. But I've got things like a Baneling barrage. I launch a stream of Banelings. I've got a Hunter-Killer. I unleash a Hydralisk. I can infest Drop, which is a pod that comes down and spawns roachlings and demolishes things under its weight. And then I've got Creep Tumor, just like in StarCraft 2, that I can drop on the ground that I run faster over. And I've actually been really, really enjoying this. And I never thought I would. I honestly never thought I would. And the reason I never thought I would is because if you hover over it, it actually says that it's a medium difficulty. And that, you know, I'm pretty hopeless. So what we're going to do is we're just going to play against some bots because nobody's on at this hour. Let me just quickly check the chat room here. Seeker is saying, I have watched you guys a lot. I'm glad to hear it. Glad to hear it indeed. Just a forewarning, the WoW guild is kind of inactive. Yeah, look, a lot of folk went from WoW over to back to Final Fantasy 14 there, you list, because of course we were over in WoW while we were waiting for A Realm Reborn. And most of those players were actually Final Fantasy players, so no surprise there. So definitely Final Fantasy 14 is the busiest. But if you watched any of my Warlords of Draenor beta footage shows on my YouTube channel, you can do that by typing whoopsie, I can't spell YouTube. There you go. You can go have a look over there. I've got all the beta coverage there. I do expect a whole bunch of new people to be coming back, and we're going to be doing a lot of WoW coverage once that is released in November. So yeah, there we go. WoW was my first ever game, so I'm kind of attached to the style. Yep, sure. Now, in terms of the clickiness, believe it or not, you get used to it. It's the same with Diablo. You do get used to it. In fact, I was playing Gauntlet the other day. A friend of mine and I downloaded Gauntlet. Let me get this game going.
The swarm endures.
And Gauntlet uses WASD rather than clicking like Diablo, and it was totally weird and I couldn't get used to it. It's just bizarre. But trust me, the more you play with the clickety click, the more you get used to it. And by the way, you can hold it down. You don't actually have to click. You can just hold the left mouse button down to move and steer. So there you go. Now the other great thing I love about this over other MOBAs, the Heroes of the Storm has different maps. And not only do they have different maps, so it's more interesting, but each map has a different objective and mechanic. In this one, we have to collect the Raven tributes, and once we've caught those, we'll be able to curse our enemies. And if the enemy is cursed, it means their forts or their turrets will not be able to attack, and their minions are reduced to one piddly little hit point, which is fantastic. So it's definitely worth doing that. It's also worth going into the jungle and defeating the mercenary camps and having them on our side as well.
Choose a talent.
So that's me. We can zoom in. See, that is me mounted, and if I unmount, I walk around. So I'm pretty creepy and ooky, yucky, yucky, gooey. Let me mount up again. Heroes. But I actually really like this character. It's really cool. So what I do here is that Banelings travel twice as far. I like that ability. I've been using that. What that is this. You see that target there goes for miles, which is really cool. I like that. So yeah, Seeker, just get some practice in, because look, I'm holding. Can you hear this? Hopefully you can't hear me clicking, because I'm just literally holding down the right mouse button like you would in WoW. And I'll stop talking so I can prove it. I am moving this around just by moving the mouse and nothing more. Holding right mouse button down, and have a listen to see if you can hear me click. No, as opposed to this. Can you hear me clicking now? Now a lot of people do play like this, and it's a personal preference. But there's me clicking. You can, in fact, I don't even have to tell you if you can hear it or not. You can see it. If I come and see those green marks on the ground, that's me right clicking. Whereas if I hold it down, there we go. Oops, and we're getting some freezing there. That's the server. But there, no clicking. So you don't have to do the clickety click stuff. Alright, let's do this. And look at, she plays it. Mini Ninja is back again. Hello there. She's saying she is going to watch from my nook, but I'm going to bed. I swear. Sure you are, Mini. Sure you're going to bed. Now I need to put down some creep tumor so I can get around really quickly. And of course, if you're a StarCraft 2 player, there it is. There's the tumor, and you'll know exactly what I'm talking about there. Let's launch a... Hold on, let me tell you what I'm doing. A Hunter-Killer there, which launches a little mini Hydralisk. There it is. And do you know what Uther did then? And there's the Banelings. Look at them. Off they go. Oh, except the minions blocked them there. Let's drop a pod. This is the pod. Watch it come down from the sky. And it launches the little roachlings there as well. As you can see here, the pod spawns 2 roachlings that have 285 health. But my creep tumor, they can actually... I need to put that down. What that means is that I can go around faster. You can see it starting to... that yucky stuff on the ground there. That means I can move a lot faster and get out of trouble quicker. And let's take down Uther, by the way. Goodbye, Uther. Enemy slain.
Double kill.
They can kill that little creep tumor there, and that gets rid of the creep on the ground. I'm going to put some more down here because I need it to get away quickly. There we go. Now please do not kill my... Oh, they killed it already. Can you believe it? It's time to bring out the little Hydralisk there, and let's put a drop pod down. And that does a lot of splash damage. Now it's time for me to choose a talent, and the one I use here is basic attacks hit 3 additional targets. And what that means is you'll see if I zoom along here. Here we go. If I know I'm going to get killed by... You see, I'm shooting 3 at once there, which is really cool. I like that. And this is why I want the creep tumor. Look at that. See how fast I get away from them? It is fantastic. Yep, no click or green marks. That's right, Seek. That's the one indeed. Now, I'm not sure why we're getting a little bit of lag. Oh, that's actually not the stream, that is the game. Not sure why. It doesn't normally lag like that. It could be my internet connection, who knows. Being all the way out here in Australia, we get all sorts of crazy shenanigans going on. There we go, rain. Oh, look, they've taken down my creep tumor again. Let's just place that again, because I need to be able to get away quickly on this character.
Choose a talent.
There we go, choosing a talent already. I'm going to get myself out of the way. What I do here is the infested drop spawns 3 roachlings, or the banelings do increased damage. But I think the increased non-heroic damage one is the one I normally go for, which is this. And again, so you can take those risks and get out quickly because I've got the creep down there. Let's drop a pod over there. And now you can see we can, down here it says collect the tribute. Now we're too busy, but there's the tribute there. I can try and get there. I'm going to mount up. And this is us. We're going to try and go down and get that tribute down there. Oh, it looks like someone else is collecting it maybe. No, maybe not. If I can get that, we can actually curse the enemy team. Oh, it looks like Raina is... Oh no, they're being contested there by Kerrigan. And here we come, and I'm going to help collect it. You can see this here, gathering the tribute.
Don't mind if I do.
And all done. I also want to capture this here, which is like a sight thing. What that does is, if we capture this, it means on the mini-map, we get to see what is around on the mini-map. We get to see the enemies, which is really, really neat. That's a strategic advantage there. Oops, staying out of the way of those towers. Now, I'm going to drop on the enemy turret there because they do quite a lot of building damage. As do my little banings, by the way. And I need to drop some creep on the ground. Oh, and they've already destroyed it. God, they're nasty, aren't they? And I need to mount up and go back to what we call the sippy cup, which is the altar here, which restores my health. And look at that, I can choose myself another talent. Now these are my heroic abilities, so this is my R, and I've got a couple here. The one I love the most is the Devouring Maw, and I'm going to show you that in action right now. Just get rid of Kerrigan here. There she goes. Now watch what happens when I do a Devouring Maw on a tower. Are you ready? Check this out. Ew! It's like big sandworms come up out of the ground and just consume whatever I click on. It is awesome sauce. It is amazing. Yes, roachlings. That's right. She plays it saying, ew, roachlings, gross. That's right. Now, let me just alt-tab out here for a minute. Go check the chat. Oh! Wait a minute. We've got cursed. The enemy team is cursed. Right, so what that means, you can see here, they've got those little symbols above their head. We collected all the tributes, and it means that their buildings are unable to fire, and their minions have 1 hit point, so we need to go to town on these right now. I'm going to put down some creep tumor while they're at a disadvantage. And being cursed on this map is indeed a curse. You do not want that to happen to you. Not at all. And you can see they've been into a mercenary camp and taken over the camp. That is what those ogres are there. Oh, I need to get out of here big time. In fact, I'm going to Hearthstone back to the beginning. Oh, quick. Oh my god, I'm going to get hit. Oh, I got interrupted. Can you believe it? Let's see if the sippy cup is up. Time to choose another talent here as well. And the Hydralisk for the Mutalisk there. The Hydralisk now summons a Mutalisk that can fly. I go for that one because that is absolutely awesome. I love that. But I think I need to Hearthstone back because I'm too low on health. So we're just going to go back to base. Now let's go to the chat room here. So yes, She Plays It is trying to go to sleep. Yeah, good luck with that there. She's in bed. My Nook is a handheld. Oh, you're with your Nook. Sorry, so that's your Kindle Nook. You watch it from your Nook. Oh, very cool. That is awesome. I've always wanted to know what a Nook is like. So, wow. Okay, so you can watch Twitch on it. That is so cool. All right, now what I want to show you guys is some jungling. So you can see here, for example, you have these little enemy camps, and you can get to them very quickly. Oh, there's one. There's an easy one. So we'll go there. They're in the middle of the jungle. By the way, look at the cool artwork. Minnie, I hope you appreciate this because they've got so much detail here in all of these little, look at all the little flowers, all the little people and stuff. But see this camp here. Here's Lily and I. We are going to try and take them down. I'm going to use the Maw. There's that devouring Maw there. And if we can defeat this camp, there we go, and then capture it, basically what happens is those two, watch what happens, they will charge down the lane for us. So they will actually lane for us. So it's definitely worth going in and capturing those mercenary camps in this game. But can you see how easy this is in terms of there's nothing to worry about for micromanaging? There is no inventory down here. All you have to do is this, choosing the talent. Now in this case I want to do increased number of banelings, which is my main attack, and I'm going to have them going far and many of them, and that's going to be so cool. And if you're into StarCraft 2, of course you know what all these mean, the banelings and stuff. Down the bottom is the tribute counter down there, and by the way, if you want to ping anything, oh, and you'll see that that's my, I don't know if you can see it amongst the mess there, but my Mutalisk was up there now instead of the Hydralisk. Let's drop a pod on there. Let's do a Maw. No, the Maw is still on cooldown. I'm going to put some creep spawn down here as well. And we're going to attack these buildings. And there we go, that was my pod. Let's see if you guys can see the... There it is, there's a Mutalisk there. See, I'm highlighting it, it's in blue. So that's turned the Hydralisk into Mutalisk. That is from one of my talents there. And there you go, my little banelings rolling in and causing a whole bunch of splash damage. I need to drop some creep spawn there just so I can get away on time. Let's drop some over here. Now that beep also means that you have gained aggro, just so you know. And there's my creep spawn down on the ground. I'm attacking this building now. Now that little symbol on top of it there means that it is out of ammo. So it's actually safe to go near that building. Let's attack their sippy cup as well. We'll drop a pod on it. Boom! And there you go, the little roachlings. So now we are coming down here and making a push for their main core. Now this is called the Nexus in League of Legends. Now by the way, my chat just reset on Twitch. So if you've said something in the last couple of minutes, I'm sorry, but I won't have seen it. And there we go, I've just seen the chat come through. I knew you were a slippery character, Sambo, that's right. Let's do a Maw on here. Oh, too late, we already won. GG us. Woo! So I hope you guys can see it's super fun. This is a senior chat. This is really, really fun game. It really is. So it's like, yeah, that laugh, yeah, whatever. The Nook, just before my chat died, She Plays It, I couldn't quite see what you said about a Nook. I think you said it was a Samsung. I think. think that's what you said. If that's the case, let me know, will you? Because I'm really looking for a nice little portable device. So if you don't mind me asking, I know we're keeping you up. I'm sorry about that. Are you able to watch? Thank you, GG Sambo. She says, was that actually? Does it have a Twitch app on it on your Nook? That'd be really nice to know. I'm just gonna have a swig of tea. And by the way, you can always see what your rewards are up the top here. You can see here I did because I leveled up basically. Zagara leveled up. You can see my next reward is some gold, which is great because I can buy myself some more characters. I leveled my player level. Remember, my player is me up to level 15. And I got rewards here as an extra hero rotation slot, which means when they put heroes on free to play, I've got an extra one I can choose from, which is cool. I can see my stats. They're not very detailed. They're not as detailed as League of Legends or Dota, for example, but they are going to work on that in a future build. And like I say, this game is coming down, actually turning it off in a few days time, and it's going to be down for a whole week or more, and then when they bring it up, it's going to be in beta. So hopefully a whole bunch more of you guys will be able to join me here in the game. And she plays it as saying, yeah, Samsung Tab 4. Oh, awesome. I got the app so I can read chat when I play. And watch streams. She plays it. Wait, does that mean I can read chat? Because I've got a Samsung S4 on my phone. If I have the Twitch app on here, can I read chat on my phone rather than having to have it on my computer screen? Is that what you're saying? Because at the moment I'm having to, this is all streamed in a very small window, which means the quality of the text is a little bit, well, not very nice. If I could play it in full screen, then it would look better, but then I can't see chat. So are you telling me that the Twitch, hang on, I'm just going to test this, folks. I need to test this. And let me leave there. And by the way, you'll see here, there we go, that's me leveled up to level 15, which is awesome. Thank you very much. And I got my little reward there for that as well. Wow, I'm blown away. Oh, by the way, look at this costume. Here's Gazlo. Check this out. Aha! That is going to give you nightmares. Seriously, where is it? Come back here, Gazlo. Come back. Here, look at that. How scary is that? Oh my god. Yes, I'm able to read and okay, you have to forgive me, folks. Just 1 minute. We're going to have another match. Don't worry. Just give me a moment. But I'm just going to crank up my Twitch app here on my Samsung S4. Here we go, Twitch. And I want to see if I can read the chat because I want to know how you do that because that would be freaking awesome. How do I do it? Do I click on my own name? Info. Oh, hey, there's me. That's all my info, and then if I go to chat, welcome to the chat room. Screen has to be portrait mode though. Oh, not in this one. No, there you are. Hang on, I'm just going to type test on my phone. Test from S4. Send. Did that work? Oh my god, I can see your chat. Oh my lord! Mini Ninja, you have revolutionized the way I stream. God, this is amazing. And of course, it doesn't even use much data because it's just chat. I can have this sitting here. I'm just going to have this phone sitting right there. Search yourself, then watch. Oh my god, and Arietti's going, lol, I see you, Sambo. Thank you. This is amazing. I no longer have to have my dashboard up on the screen here. That is so cool. Oh my god. And it's actually faster and better than my web page. Okay, you guys are going to benefit from that because it means I'm going to be able to stream in full screen, which means the quality of the picture is going to be literally twice as good. And you've got Mini Ninja to thank for that. Nice one! Thank you. Yes, glad to be of use. You are definitely of use. That is amazing. Holy crap. That is awesome. Okay. What I need from you guys now is I need you to choose which character I'm going to play in my next match. And I'm going to give you some choices of choosing, if that makes sense. God, that was good English, wasn't it? You can choose from the following, because I'm not very good at a lot of these. Either Jimmy Rayner, and by the way, hang on, let me go to the shop so you can see these guys in their full glory. These are the characters that I own and that I enjoy playing. So firstly, this guy here.
What's the story?
What's the story? I think Sambo, that's awesome drive just went into overload. That's right, Seeker, it is. You got no idea how happy I am. I'm going to have to reset up my entire streaming setup but I don't care because you guys are going to get a much better quality stream, which is awesome. Okay, so we got Jimmy Rayner here, who obviously shoots a big gun. Okay, so that's one we can play today. Or where are we? Another one that I like playing is not here. Oh, yep, is Malfurion. Now Malfurion is heals and support, and he spawns the tree ant and the entangling growths there. So I can play that one. There's Malfurion, and in fact I've got a skin up unlocked for him as well, that skin there. Or we can play the one I just played then, which of course is Zagara, wherever she's gone. Where's Zagara? There she is. So we can play Zagara again if you like the
Speak, Terran.
Speak, Terran, all the squishy stuff. They're the three that I normally play, or Lily. Cute old Lily.
What's up?
What's up? Hello Lily, and I wish I could unlock her cute little skins here. Look at that. Look at that, will you? How cute is that? It's so cool. I love it. So yeah, and Lily is a healer as well that runs around throwing jugs of healing. So there we go. She plays it as saying, I use it because I only have one screen and always want to communicate with my viewers since some games are full screen only. Yeah, exactly. That's why I play in a window, because I don't have two screens either, and I want to be able to read chat. So, God, that's so funny. I can't believe that. Oh, you've made my week, honestly. Okay, so here we go, folks. Come on, tell me, who am I playing? Is it Lily? Hello, Lily.
What's up?
What's up? Or is it Zagara from StarCraft 2?
Terran.
Pink Lily Army. Okay, it looks like it's Lily. We've got to vote for Lily so far. Or am I playing Jimmy Rayner from StarCraft 2?
What's the story?
What's the story? Or, the final choice, am I playing Malfurion from World of Warcraft, of course?
Vishnu Allah.
Okay, it looks to me like... yes, recommend two screens. Actually, sorry, let me rephrase that. I do have two screens here, but they're not set up for streaming use. I don't have it set up in that particular way. I know that sounds weird, but just the way I've got it set up in my little studio here, it doesn't work, and I've got to rejig things, and I'll get that way. But in the meantime, I'm absolutely going to go full screen and use the phone app. I can't believe that. I didn't know it did that. That is amazing. She plays, it says, I can't afford another screen at the moment. You know what you need to set up? You need to set up donations, just like me, because I bet you people would donate for you, especially if it was for the stream, especially stuff like this, and for you to get yourself another screen. In fact, you should set up a donation specifically to get you a new screen. And by the way she plays it, I'd be the first person to donate. Alright, so let me have a look. I think the answer was Lily. Let's see if we can find her. Back to the shop we go. Back to play. It is Lily indeed. There she goes. Lily the healer. Now, the thing with Lily, by the way, is I cannot dictate who she heals. And by the way, if you guys would like to see the rainbow unicorn again, there it is. There's the rainbow unicorn, just saying, sparkles, rainbows, unicorns. Yeah, anyway, with this healing brew here, check this out if you can read it. And you probably can't, but you're going to be able to very soon, because I'm going to be streaming in full screen. Heal a nearby ally and regenerate their mana. I cannot dictate who I heal. And a lot of people don't understand that with Lily. And they say, heal me, heal me, heal me. You're not healing me. And guess what? I can't heal you. Unless you're the most damaged or closest player, you won't get a heal. The game decides who gets healed, not me. So there we go. But that is me. I'm ready. Let's do it. Arietti is saying you could join the Arietti Wins the Lotto plan. Can't guarantee when that will happen. Can I join that as well? Sluzz is saying, Sambo, are you playing with anyone? No, no one is on at the moment. It's crazy hours, and in the technical alpha, there's not many people playing. By the way, very quickly, this is the Haunted Mines. We go underground, kill things in the mines, collect the skulls. When we collect enough skulls, we can release the golems. And when, let me zoom in. Here's... Look at her, she's so cute. By the way, she says the cutest little things, this character. It is absolutely amazing. Let me unmount her. Hello! I don't think she has a dance, though. No, no dance yet. Never mind. Yeah, you have to go down into the Haunted Mines, which are over here somewhere. There they go. They unlock. You go down into them, and see there's two maps. There's one map, there's another map. We go down in here, and we have to kill the enemies in here. And what that then means is that every enemy we kill, they drop a skull. Now, when a skull is dropped, we pick it up, and that'll add to a little UI element down the bottom here. We need to get more skulls than the enemy to make our golems, which appear, where are they? There, that's where our golem will rise from. More skulls means our golem will be more powerful than the enemy's one. And those golems start charging through and laning, which is very cool. Rainbow Unicorn! Yay! Now the other thing I can do, which is really cute, is watch this. See Rainer? I can put a little cloud serpent on him. There it is. See that? Look at it. It's so cute. And that means that that adds to his DPS. And it also, later, I use one of these talents to talent into making it a passive heal as well, which is really cool. Now I've got a ability here which I can use to, this is my E, which summons, my E, which is a blinding wind at 5 nearest enemies, and that causes damage and causes them to miss their attack as well. And there's my little, you can see me throwing it out there. It went to Raynor. See, I'm throwing little jugs of healing out there. That's what I'm doing. No cute panda dance, I know! Although there is a panda that we can play, and that has got a cool dance, so there we go. Let's give Jimmy a cloud serpent. It's so cute, look at it. Now another thing that's new in this particular build is C. It used to be C was camera, but now it is character. And you guys will definitely not be able to see that on the live stream. But what that is all of my stats. So you can view them in real time as you are playing, which is really, really cool. And there's a Lily versus Lily. Now the mines, you can see, are going to open in 6 seconds. Choose a talent, and I'm going to choose the one where the blinding wind makes the enemy miss 2 basic attacks. But look at this up the top here. Once we've dealt with these guys, we can go down into the mines. In fact, I'm going to go down into the mines now. I'm going to mount up.
Thanks for the pick-me-up.
No problem there, Jimmy. He said thanks for letting me heal him. Here we are. We're downstairs in the mines. We need to find these enemies. There we go. And we've got some help here, which is great. I'm going to get out of the way and give them a cloud serpent. We're picking up those skulls. See the skulls? You may not be able to see them. Skulls on the ground. Oh, an enemy has come to follow us. Foolish, foolish. In fact, you can see there's a lot of enemies down here. It becomes a real battleground down below here. Now, see down the bottom here, it says 20 and it says 4. Oh, Rainer needs a heal. The more skulls we get, the more powerful our golem will be. Hello there, Melody Az. Hello, nice to see you. Let me just say hi to you in chat at risk of dying. Hi, Melody. Oops, and caps lock, that was unintentional. Sorry about that, didn't mean to do that. Whoopsie. So yeah, you can see we've got 30, they have got 24. Here's some more. Oh, and Lily has decided to come in from behind there. Let's give myself a cloud serpent. Oh god, there's 4 heroes there. I'm definitely going to get out of the way. Go back. There we go. So it's 38-24. Poor old Lily up there is dead. And you will see very shortly when the golem is about to spawn. I need to heal Malfurion. Oh, it's too late. When the golem spawns, you'll see another UI element appear, and I'm about to die. Yikes. I need to get out of here. That's what we need to kill, by the way. Here comes Rainer. Come on, Jimmy. Come and help me out. Oh, and I died. Damn it. Now, what happens is you kill this guy in the middle, and then you'll see another UI element appear about here, and it will slowly start counting up, and it's basically will be hit points. Now, let me choose another talent here. Health restored from... Oh, Cloud Serpent also heals the target and restores mana. That's absolutely what I want to do. But let's go back down to the Haunted Mines. Konnichiwa! Konnichiwa! Osu! Osu! Yeah, my Japanese is terrible, isn't it? My partner is Taiwanese, and so I'm learning Mandarin, but I'm terrible at Japanese. Now let's see if they manage to kill this. Look at all these skulls down the bottom here. Let's heal Mirrodin. There we go. Now, see this? I'm going to half out of here in a second as well. Let's go. Can we heal Mirrodin? Oh. Slow her down. There we go. Slowed Valor. That probably saved Mirrodin. Now, me going up against Valor is terrible, so I'm just going to exit the mines, because that's not good at all.
You should drink from a fountain while you're still able.
And while I'm here, that's right, I'm going to go over and have a drink from the sippy cup. Now see this up the top here? See, or above the mini-map, it says Golem 63, enemy Golem 37. If we go have a look at the map over here, it is spawned. There it is. So that means that this here, in fact, I'm going to go there. There we go, and we'll follow this. This is going to charge up the lane. Our one has 63 hit points, basically. Their one only has 37. And there we are.
Double kill.
Triple kill. Let's choose another talent. Jug of 1,000 cups rapidly heals nearby enemies. That's my massive R ability, and it's a casted ability. And basically, I stand there and just throw cups of health at everyone. So it's like a mass AoE heal, basically. Let's put a Cloud Serpent on these guys. Listen to her. Hi-ya! So cute. Put a Cloud Serpent on Mirrodin. Remember now, because of this talent here we go, the Cloud Serpent also heals the target and restores mana. So it's very, very, very handy. Now the other thing about Lily here, as we all level up, and remember too, as I was saying before, this is a team leveling thing. See, 11-9. That is the team level. We do not level individually, so you can't get anyone running around as level 50 billion and someone's still level 1. It is fantastic and I love it. It means it's a team-oriented game. So unlike League of Legends where you get people racing ahead and being lone wolves, in this game it's all about the team. And yes, that's right, must just be the connection. That's why I died, Minnie. Absolutely why I died. I'll zoom in a little bit here so you can see what's going on. It's mayhem down here at the moment. Hey-ya! Let's put a W on Jimmy. That means he's got the little Cloud Serpent. There it is. Do some healing.
Double kill.
Oh, and that means I've got aggro, that little ding sound there. Let's choose ourselves a talent. And I like this one here. The Blinding Wind slows targets. Definitely want to do that because slowing in this game means curtains, basically. It's very, very good. Mayhem, look at this, 10 kills. We're doing so very well. Now, Vela wants to capture the giant camp, so we're going to go back and help her. In fact, I'm going to mount up. Now, where is she? She's over there. Okay, we'll go over there and help. She's doing some jungling. Now, the great thing about the camera in this game, too, I've got it set to, well, you can set it to follow or not. If I unfollow, it means I have to move the camera around manually and find myself. A lot of people do prefer to play that way, and I understand that, but it means you're constantly having to adjust the screen like this. When you have it on follow mode, I can still move the camera out and around to get a wider view like that, but after a while, watch what happens if I do nothing. If I just sit here, the camera eventually, there you go, that's not me doing anything, it eventually centers on me. So it's a really intelligent camera, so you can still look ahead, you can see I'm just scrolling to the edge of the screen there, but it still follows me, so I don't have to constantly be tipping the edge of the screen, which is great. Now we're going to help these guys. This is a great position to be in because we've got these mercenaries that are moving up the middle, and we've got the minions as well. So I'm going to give Bella a Cloud Serpent. I'm going to throw out some heals, and I'm going to help take down these fort defenses as well. So yeah, Blizzard have really thought about it when it comes to the camera. I'm going to give myself a Cloud Serpent to give myself some extra DPS. Slow those minions down. Give myself some heals. Now I will show you the R, my super, which is the massive AoE heal. Especially if we get into the enemy base. I'll show you how that works. Now again, I'm putting this Cloud Serpent on Vela now. She's running away. The mines have opened. Let's go down to the mine. I put that on her to here, and you could see her running down below. I don't know if you saw that. Real attention to detail, by the way. You can actually see it down there in the bottom screen. I'm going to show you that big AoE ability later as well. Now, to answer the question, is there a practice mode in this game, or is it straight in? That is one of the best things about this game, and I'm going to demonstrate that to you very, very shortly. Let's go toe to toe. Look at that, Lily versus Diablo, the Lord of Terror, and I managed to kick ass. I'm happy about that. But by the way, you can also move in this game by right-clicking on the map. Okay, so you can either right-click on the ground, or you can right-click on the map. Here we are gathering skulls. Let's heal everybody around here. I like being in this group of people here, by the way. This is handy. And again, we're just down in the haunted mines, capturing these. You watch, there's the skulls on the ground, picking them up. Nice and easy. Here comes Lily. Say goodbye. Triple kill. Let's choose another talent here. I like the one where the healing brew heals 2 targets, but it does cost extra. And we'll give Reyna a passive buff there and some added DPS. And there we go. Look at all those skulls. We are done. I got rooted there, but we are done. 94 versus 6. We need to Hearth. B is Hearthstone. That takes us back out of the haunted mines. 96 to 6, which is amazing. Now, what I am playing in, to answer Seeker's question, because there's 2 ways of answering this. Now, I'm going to go top lane, by the way. Oh, what's going on down the bottom here? That's where... Is that ours or theirs? I think that's the enemy's one. I hope it's not, because that's where the enemy's one may have died. They always respawn where they last died. If this is the enemy's... Oh my god, so I have to ping. I'm going to hit G. G brings up ping. I'm going to click on it, and it says Lily wants to kill the grave golem. What that means is, hopefully, my team will come to the rescue there. You can also ping by clicking on this here. This little ability down the bottom here, this little target. But boy, do we need to take out this guy, because he's just going to charge right through and get through our gate. So come on, guys. G, click on him. Lily, that's me. I want this guy gone. Give myself some extra DPS by giving myself a Cloud Serpent. And there we are, we took him down. Well done us. Let's mount up. It's very easy to forget to mount up because not a lot of other MOBAs do have that. Now our golem in the meantime has reached the end. Look at this, 32, 27%. We are about to win the match, and I wasn't even there. It is a GG. Woo, yay us. Victory or death. Loktar Olga. Well done us. Now, to answer your question, Seeker, this is the last little bit of this stream before I shut down streaming for what will be your night and go and have myself some dinner. And don't worry, I'll be streaming much later this evening, my time, which will be morning US time. We'll be doing some StarCraft and Diablo 3. To answer your question, good on you, Lily, by the way. She did well, didn't she? Round of applause for Lily. What I am playing in currently, Seeker, is practice mode. Look at this. If I go change mode, here's all the modes that you can play in Heroes of the Storm. Working from the top down, there are custom games which are not available in the alpha yet. You can set them up yourself. There are draft competitives. They're not available yet. You have versus. Versus, of course, is player versus player. So it is literally team versus team, 5 versus 5. The cool thing about this game is you've got cooperative. And cooperative is 5 players against the AI, and that is really, really cool. I love that. But practice is where we're at. That's what I'm playing right now. So practice just puts you in against bots, and that's it. And you can play as a team or you can play on your own, but that's just one way of practicing. So that is the practice mode, by the way. But do you notice that even though I'm in practice mode, guess what? This still happens. I still level. I still get XP. I don't get as much as if I was playing PvP, but I still get it. Pretty much all of this progression that I've made here and my character levels have all been done in practice mode. That's right. So how cool is that? So if you love the game, but you don't ever want to deal with playing with other shitty characters, i.e. other players, you can just completely play against bots, you and your mates. That's what Tallahassee and I do, and we have a ton of fun. But that's not all. That is not all. There is an amazing thing in this game, and it's called the try. Here we go. Let's say you don't know whether or not you want to buy a character. You can't practice with a character unless you own a character. Okay, so if I go ready or change hero, it's a bit unusual at the moment because all the characters are unlocked because we're at the end of the alpha, but normally I wouldn't be able to choose from any of them. So let's say I wanted to try, say, Sonya here. I normally wouldn't be able to click on her in practice mode. I would have to own her. But instead what you do is you go to the shop. You find someone that you like, and in this case, let's say Sonya. There we go. And you think, do I or do I not want to buy her? What's she like? Right? So the first thing you can do is look at her abilities. Okay, she's got a spear and pulls herself to the enemy. Okay, she's got a seismic storm that deals a large amount of damage, and she's got a whirlwind. Cool. Okay, so I know the sort of character she is. She is a melee character, clearly. She generates fury. That makes sense as well, just like she does in Diablo 3. Her R, or her heroic abilities, are leap, jump on enemies to stun and damage them, or Wrath of the Berserker, gains increased damage, disable effects. That's all fine. You can read up on this stuff, but there's nothing like being able to actually try it out, right? Well, look at that. Look at that. And this is why I absolutely adore Blizzard. They have a try button. If you click on try, this is what happens. And this is how, by the way, I have been able to check out whether or not I'm going to like a hero before I commit to it. Now, what happens is there's you and another character. And you get to go through and choose the talents just like you would in any other game, right? But you'll notice up the top here, there's a whole bunch of different stuff, and we'll get that to that in a minute. But firstly, I don't know what to do. I've honestly never played this character before. Not once. I've never ever played Sonya. Now, there's no countdown because there's no game going on. We are totally at ease and totally free to do whatever we like. I'm going to unmount. I can test if she's got a dance. And she doesn't. Okay. I can slowly take my time and read all of these, and they are all unlocked, even though when I buy the character, only the first 2 will be. But I can say, okay, well, basic attacks heal, I'll take that one. Then I can try her abilities. There's a spear. Okay, cool. If I want to, then I can come out here and I can say toggle the minions. That's me. I click the toggle minions button and minions start. And that means it's going to give me something to play against in this single lane. It's just a single lane map. And I can try all of these different abilities. E, there's my whirlwind. Oh, and look, I'm testing. I can see that I can move while I whirlwind. What's my W? It is 103 damage to a target enemy. There we go. Good stuff. There's my Q. Oh yeah, that pulls towards me. There's a tower there to practice on. All very interesting. If I'm deciding that I don't know what's going on, I need to pause, I can untoggle the minions. How cool is that? Seriously, I've just literally got rid of all the enemies. Toggle minions. On, off. It's that simple. That's all I need to worry about. Now, if I want to, I can refresh the forts. And that, if I really want to, I can reset the entire level, which means I'm back at level 1. And I can try a different talent. So I can say, periodically reduces incoming basic attacks. I can test that one instead.
Done.
Not only that, let's get the minions going. But I don't have to wait to level up until I try all of this. Yeah, that's right. She lost points with me. I know she doesn't have a dance. It was me with my sadness in my heart. She doesn't have a dance. That's not good. Now, watch this. If I want to know what my other talents are when I get to level 4, but I don't want to wait, this is a test map, right? All I need to do is click level up. Bang. I'm now level 2. See? Up the top. Level up again. Bang. Level up again. Choose a talent. Cool. Now I can check out what the level 4 talents are. And let me see. Hitting a target reduces the cooldown on one of my abilities or periodically. Yeah, I like that one. We'll use that. And now I can try these. Whee! Try it again. Oh man, this is cool. My whirlwind. Figure out that I can move while I do a whirlwind, which is awesome.
Direct my fury.
And now I'm going to click level up a few times. And bang, there we are, level 7, which of course is where my next one. And then it'll be 10 and 13. Let's see, the spear does more damage, or seismic slam does more damage. I like the sound of that. That was that, so that's done a whole bunch more damage. Let's level it up again. Level, level, level. New talent. And now I've got my heroic abilities. I can either do increased damage during Wrath of the Berserker or jump to a location and stun. I'm going to try that. So now I've got my R. So here we go. R, jump there. Oh my god, I love that ability. And if I want, I can clear. See, look, it's on a long cooldown, right? It's 44 seconds. I can go clear cooldowns so I can test it straight away. I can do this all day. Oh! Oh! Clear cooldowns. I think I've just found a new toy. Oh! Uh-oh, let's get out of there. Clear the cooldown. Oh! Oh, this is too much fun. So, Seeker, I hope that this answers your question, which is there a practice mode in this game? This is the mother of all practice modes. Informative as always. Thank you. Now level up. Let's go all the way. There we go. We're now level 13. Going to choose another talent. Whirlwind heals more. And oh wow, really heals? Let's test this. I'm going to go get myself beaten up a little bit deliberately. And then we're going to try Whirlwind, which is my E. Okay, watch my health bar there. Here we go. Oh, yeah, it is. It's healing me. That is awesome. Let's reset the cooldowns so we can go, ah! Oh! That's going to be my new battle cry. Oh! Can I reset the cooldowns? Yes. I don't know why that makes me feel so funny. It makes me laugh. I like it. I'm just going to do it again. The small things in life that make us happy. Yikes. Let's clear the cooldown so we can do an R and get the hell out of dodge. Right, I'm going to level up to the very end and then we'll end this stream, I promise. There we go. Level 16. What does this give me? Whirlwind duration increased. Ooh. Or a shield. Ability is good for more movement speed. I like the whirlwind duration. Let's try that, because of course that's going to heal me as well. Whee! Whee! Let's clear the cooldowns. Whee! Wow, look how long it goes for. Let's do an oh! Oh! Yep, I can do this all day. C-Card, don't worry about that. That's Nightbot just being a little bit overzealous. It's okay. Oh! Are we ready for another one? Do you know what? I'm actually going to buy this character once the alpha is finished, just because of the RR.
Make way.
Why is that making me laugh so much? Oh, that is so funny. Oh, that is hilarious. Oh, I can't handle this. I've got to do it again. How far is the range on it? Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Yeah, probably caps and symbols. Sorry, I've got to tune down Nightbot a little bit, Seeker. Sorry about that. Alright, let's level up. Come on, let's wrap this up. Level up to level 20. The maximum, what's our top tier talent, is either Resurrect upon death or basic attacks chained to enemies leaves an impassable crater. Oh, let's try that. And it just so happens to be on the... Oh! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my freaking god! Did you see that? I'm gonna clear that again. Watch this. Okay, it's impassable. Even I can't get out of it. But that means that I trap someone. I've got to clear that cooldown. Now, normally, folks, you'd be waiting 45 seconds between hits for this one. Let's do it on these minions. There, you're stuck in here with me. And then I should go Whirlwind. They're trapped in here with me. That's like shooting fish in a barrel. Oh my god. This is freaking awesome. Clear cooldowns. Okay, here we go. Oh! And now Whirlwind. Take that, Arthas, you son of a gun. Oh, that is the best thing ever. Now, as you can see, this is why we like try mode, because automatically I have discovered, without having to put myself at risk by playing with other players, or even playing in a practice match where not all these abilities are unlocked yet, I know without doubt that I absolutely love this character. And I'm going to reset the cooldowns again just so I can do it. Oh! Whee! Whirlwind! Come on! Whee! Oh my god! That is so cool! Oh! Oh, I love this game! And there we go. You know what I think? I think we need to reset the level. That is quite enough of that. Seeker, I blame you. That was all your fault. I hope that answers the question of, is there a practice mode in this game? I think there is. And again, by the way, just talking about the level of detail. Look at this. We've got little people eating in the background there. All sorts of stuff going on. It is so cool. I hope that answered your question. That is it. And of course, if you want to get out of this, all you do is quit. Now, you do not earn XP and points, of course, by playing in that try mode. That's simply for try. But that try mode is always there, any part of the shop, even in the real game. It's not just an alpha thing. And you know what? I've never played Tychus. I love Tychus as a character in StarCraft 2. I can try it, do that before I buy it. It is absolutely fantastic. So there you go. Alright folks, well that is enough. I think I am dying of hunger. It is time for me to go and get some dinner. I hope you enjoyed this stream. It was a ton of fun. Thank you very much for joining me as always. Later on, like I said, we will be going in Diablo 3 and in StarCraft 2 in the Iron Chef. That's 8-way mayhem. So I certainly hope you guys, before you go to bed, you go and get the StarCraft 2 free edition, the starter edition, and you learn up all about Iron Chef there. Install it. It is completely free. And you'll be able to play with me and Tiger and Tallahassee and everyone, 8 of us all fighting for cooking recipes in a game. It is just so much fun. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, go and have a look on my YouTube channel where we've got an episode dedicated to Iron Chef where it's all explained there. Now, she plays it as saying you just ate. I know it feels that way, but do you realize that was a good 5 hours ago? And time goes fast because someone we know around here was playing Hearthstone. She plays at Mini Ninja. Cough, cough. So there we go. Seeker is saying you answered in spades, Sambo. Thank you so much. It is my absolute pleasure. You know I like explaining things, probably over the top, but it's more fun. I enjoy it as well. Arietti and everyone here in the chat room, thank you very much for your support. Thank you for joining me in the chat. May I ask you to please now go and get some sleep, or else I'll feel guilty about it. You need to sleep. It's a good thing. And we will be back again tomorrow your time with a whole bunch of streaming, and I can't wait for that. She plays it, you naughty woman. You probably have to get up for work in about 2 hours time. You are going to be grumpy tomorrow and you're going to blame it all on me. I can just tell right now. But anyway, let's get out of here, folks. Have a good sleep. Certainly hope you have had a great day wherever you are in the world. If you're watching this on YouTube right now, thank you for your support and please subscribe. Until next time, folks, we'll see you soon and bye-bye.